Hello there. Let's go for another Fibble where every line contains a lie. So today is 14 juillet. So let's start with equal, which is there are two repeats, so kind of like it. So these can't be both true, but they could be both lies. Anyway, this L is true. There is no L. What else can we get? It's quite unlikely that the Q is true and the U is not true. There is no English word with Q without U. Maybe some foreign language that was added to the dictionary, but not originally English words. So if that makes sense. But anyway, this seems quite unlikely. So we can assume this can be both true, and therefore this A must be true, and this A must be a lie. So this is true, this is true, this is true, and this is true. So let's suppose the Q is true, then the U should be a lie, then it should be here, and we should have an A, and also an a D. So we should have something like this, and the X must be a vowel. It cannot be E, cannot be I, cannot be A, so should be, which I don't believe is a word, and also I don't think this would even count. So yeah, we can have the key Q as false and true. So there is an A somewhere and there is a D somewhere. Mm. Can see. So if my conclusions so far are correct, this is false. So this is true, and we don't have neither of these. Hmm. Hmm. I want to put no in this, so I will try a word I know it's not, for sure it's not the answer, but let's go with tango. So this is true. What else do we have? This could be only a lie if the A goes here. It wasn't brilliant at all. Could we have something like this? Or maybe something like this. That could work, right? Let's try it. Ooh, quite interesting. This seems likely to be true. But okay, it's also not that, but let's go with brand. And see what we got from this. So this is true. This can be both true and these can be both true. But it could be both true and both true. Maybe. Maybe. But then, if these two are both true, then these two would be both false. That can't be. So at least one of these two is false. So the A is true, the D is true, the S is true, this A is true. Either the B is a lie or the R is a lie. Therefore, these can be both true. Right? Because if one is a lie, the other is true, so one of these is a lie. So this is true, and this is true, and the D must go in the third position. And the A must be in the first or last position, or maybe both. So something, D, something, something. Not that, but is that a word? I'm very close to the finish, so this might be not the best idea. On the other hand, this might say to me about the A. Let's try this. Great. So this is a lie. So the A goes here and the D goes here. Oh, sorry. Well, the mouse is not working properly. That is true. And this is true. And this is true. So this is a lie. And this is true. So this is a lie. Sorry. And this is true. And this is a lie because this O is true. And this is true. And this is true. And we have our lies. And so A something B or R maybe. Well, I would force this idea. This could be the answer. Yeah, I do think so. It was. Bye for now.